Wanna be on top. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Wanna be Tyra Banks, you ain't shit. Tyra Banks, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. I'ma still ride for you though, because you still a legend. You still an icon. You still taught your boy how to smize. But Tyra, just know I'm smizing sideways at your ass. Well, we not here to talk about you, Tyra. We are here to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's episode 12, I think. 12. Fuck it. It's 12. Here to discuss the things that's going on. Before we get started, y'all know the deal. Like the video, comment on the video, share the video, let your boy know that you are here. All right, D. This was a really good episode. I will say a lot of y'all, people really need to remove bias, okay? Even me, I can admit I don't like Kelly on this TV show. I don't know Kelly in real life. If I saw Kelly, I would be like, oh, hey, Kelly. Now, if Kelly saw my reviews and saw that I'd be dragging her, she probably wouldn't speak to me, but that's okay. That's okay. Because I don't know you like that. I just know what we see on the show and what we see in the blogs, and maybe I would comment on it. But a lot of people need to remove their bias and understand that this is a good season. A lot of people don't like Portia. And because of that, a lot of people, because Bravo has put her on this pedestal, will not give her her flowers and say Portia has added to the show, the adds to the show, whatever, whatever. A lot of people don't believe this storyline she has when it comes to Mike and Sway, but she has a storyline. Kelly, she may be on the corner, you know, rubbing two goddamn motherfucking cups together, asking for change, but she has a storyline. Okay? The only one that ain't got no goddamn storyline is Phaedra. And but anyway, let's get to the review. We start off with Shamia going to Lake Bailey, and Shamia says what the other lady said last season, which is why Cynthia is the overall mother of everybody, baby. Shamia's like, it just feels so peaceful in here, so much love. And Cynthia is me, okay? Because my house is the same way. My house, my energy in my home always has to be correct. You can't come in my house with no bad energy, because my energy, I'm gonna give my house an energy bath. And yeah, so there's that. Cynthia's like, let me get to the root of what's going on with Shamia. She's like, because usually Shamia is a fun time, she cool, but she was hell on wheels in Dallas, and because of because of the longevity of our relationship, I owe her a conversation. So they sit down, and she's like, how's everything been going? She asked me, are you over the party? Because it was a really good party, Gerald's party last episode. And Shamia was like, it was so much fun. I had a good time. Cynthia gets right to it. She's like, okay, so speaking of that, how did you come up with the guest list? And Shamia's like, look, I didn't invite Angela and I didn't invite Drew because it's just negative energy on that. And I didn't invite Portia because it's awkward with her anyway. And then the last time she and I really kind of had a conversation before filming started, she mentioned my marriage when we had that text exchange. So Cynthia's like, look, I'm not going to touch that because I know it's really heavy as it relates to y'all too. So I'm not even gonna do that. But Cynthia kind of catches how Shamia throws out that bone that she sent a nasty text message about my marriage. Now Cynthia did what she needed to do later on in this episode, because she did carry that bone. Listen, we know Cynthia was the main one when it came to Sheree. It was like, look, we need a new bone carrier. Cynthia's gonna be the bone carrier correctly. And she took it back to Portia, but Portia did the OG thing, which is, again, y'all can't take new Portia. Portia is seasoned in this. She shut it down immediately. She was like, I'm not talking about no private text messages. The end. Boom. You can't do nothing but respect it. You carried the bone, thanks. But yeah, we're not talking about that. But now I know her ass talking about text messages behind the scenes. But anyway, Shamia also kind of mentioned when she was talking about Drew, she was like, yeah, because last time we was at the baseball game, Drew's bringing up Portia again. And she was correct in a flashback, because Drew did lie later on in the episode, but Shamia was correct. Drew did bring up Portia first, as it relates to the Rich Homie Quan game. Shamia then also tells her, look, I have a lot of stuff coming up. Our surrogate is about to, carry this embryo that we have that is a boy, and I'm stressed out about, because if this doesn't work, what are we going to do next? And then Cynthia just asked her, like, okay, so is it misdirected anger because you have that going on? She's like, nope, all the smoke that I've thrown out to people, they have deserved it, and that's what they get. So we end with that. We end with a fun little moment. all these women is a little gay, which was kind of the theme of the episode as well. You know, Cynthia's giving Shamia a little lap dance, and you know, Shamia's here for it because it's Cynthia Bailey. Who doesn't want a lap dance from Cynthia Bailey? So then we get to K Michelle, and y'all, oh my god, it's to the point where I kind of start rolling my eyes when K Michelle comes on the screen. Oh. And I don't like that. I don't like that because I really try to be here for K Michelle. I try to be here for you, Kimberly. But Kimberly walks in, and Pinky is a phenomenal addition to this show. Pinky has done an excellent job getting in the mix. Pinky understands the flow, the plot of the show. Pinky is relatable in a sense of like the little small things that she does. Like even when she was on the phone when K Michelle was walking in, she was on the phone. She was like, "Hey, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm gonna call you back." It's like, okay, I've arrived to the scene early. I'm waiting on this late ass hoe. So let me be on the phone and trying to get my business together. Oh, here she come. Okay, yeah. So that was just relatable. Then she did something else that was really relatable as far as for me when they was at the skating party, and then Angela came, and then she was like, "Oh, hey, Angela, I got something for you." And then she started looking around for her assistant. Was like, "Hold on, let me." What? And it's like you can tell like she's actually, this is a party she planned, and she's full on in hosting mode. But we'll get to that later. So they sit down, and the gist of this conversation is this, because I'm not about to go play by play. Well, Pinky talks about $9,000 of her money was missing. She wants to have a skate party, the 80 themed skate party. Great. Let's get to K Michelle. Actually, that's not fair. Let me get to Pinky. Pinky talks about the bankruptcy thing as well. You know, the $9,000 missing from her account, and she talks about how her husband can bail her out, but she wants to be a warrior for her husband. And again, I've said this in last episodes, it could not be me. If you are married to somebody and they can help you get out of a situation, baby, why do you want to choose to struggle when you have a partner that can help you get out of that? I ain't married, so I don't know. I just feel like marriage is supposed to be a situation where if we can help each other, we can. But I mean, you know, I don't know. But anyway, let's get to K Michelle. K Michelle talks about how after they had the situation with Drew for the drinks, her, Shamia, and Shamia's mom went to the club. Baby, you can't tell me Shamia's mama Morton, and Mama Diane was not out in the Mama Thornton and Mama Diane was in the clubs back in the day. In the clubs, all right? In the club. Know that. But talks about how she went out with them, and it was like this awkward hour where the mom was holding her hand and right in her face and was kind of praying while they was in the club. And then K Michelle says that Shamia came to her and was like, "Yo, please be loyal to me, okay? Don't betray me, because my friends don't even want me to be your friend."
There's some people that's in your circle that's telling you that they're your friends and they talking against your future.
And then in the confessionals, K Michelle says, "You keep telling me this." So this is not something that has happened once. This is something that's happened twice, which is why I stand 10 toes down that Shamia is behind the scenes trying to play puppet master to K Michelle the same way she tried to do it with Angela last season, which is why Angela be on her ass and can recognize all the signs to when Shamia is up to something.
You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me.
I don't know why that's so hard for people to explain, to like understand. It's not that hard. But anyway, she then tells Pinky, she's like, "Look, when I got in the car, I started crying." And K Michelle is in her confessionals talking about, "Who care? I don't care. I like you, Shamia. I don't care about Candy Code and clicks." Candy again is like, "Why am I in it? Why am I in it?"
And why am I in it?
And you could have did it.
See, I get wrong because you never apologized.
And that is the root of all of this. K Michelle has trauma, but it's also not a one-sided. It's like they didn't just bully you, girl. Now again, I'm on your side as it relates to the whole domestic violence situation and somebody telling you that did not happen. Rashida was dead ass wrong for that situation because she was trying to protect her friend or whatever. She should not have done that to you. Like, even to quote you as a woman, she should not have done that to you.
Yeah, but you being a woman and you see me out here.
Now, okay, Michelle, you were also not innocent on that show outside of that. The Rashidas, the Toyas, the Candies, the Shamias. Quiet as it's kept, a lot of people. This is, and I feel like this is why K Michelle is moving the way she moves, because Portia is a part of that crew as well. She is. Portia is a part of that damn crew as well. Moneta, like they're all Ming, they're all that in that little same little crew. Mimi, Carly, they're all friends. So what's her name? Quad, Gandhi, they're all friends. And I feel like that's why K Michelle's on this show, moving the way she moves with Portia and moving the way she moves with Drew. Because I feel like she thought Drew was gonna be an easy little lick. Because she even throws shade at Drew, like Drew makes AI music, and hopefully she get more opportunities to sing outside of just a Star Spangled Banner and shit like that. And it's like, but when it comes to Portia, she don't have that same energy. So I feel like she really still kind of wants the acceptance of the house of the Atlanta girls, and she's not getting it. So yeah, I wish Kay was just Kay. I don't know. Kay Michelle is exhausting. She's exhausting. She's exhausting on this damn show. Then you also see kind of where it struck a nerve with this as well, because it's all connected. Because she was talking about how she says a little statement, yeah, well, I belong here. And Pinky was like, well, you do belong. It's like, I feel like K Michelle has a long history of just not fitting in with other women. I don't know. I'm not trying to psychoanalyze her and that shit like that. I'm just going based off of, again, the shit we see on TV, how she moves on social media, how she moves in her blogs. She seems very, I used to hang with the boys back in high school. I ain't really had too many women friends. I don't know. But K Michelle, you need to get your shit together, baby. This is just not. A lot of people saying give you a second chance for a second season. I don't know. I gotta see how you do at this reunion, because you've already been moving crazy outside of as the show has been airing, contradicting yourself left and right. So I don't know, Kay. I don't know. So then we get to Portia's home, and Mike is coming over. So she's hired a chef. The chef is making oxtails. And Portia says she was at this event called CultureCon. And I do remember when this event actually happened in real time, where she told the interviewer, that she is currently dating both a man and a woman. And then Portia's like, oh, I guess I didn't really think when I did that, because in my mind, I'm thinking I'm shotting them out, but I didn't really think how they would react to that, even though behind the scenes I'm being honest with them. But I just really didn't think about it. She also talks about how like dating is private, so she shouldn't have done that. But Mike is coming over. She asked Mike how he felt about it, and he's like, I felt the ways about it, but I was gonna wait until hear what you said, or what was your words gonna be about it. And she's like, look, I'm still taking it slow, because I know you want kids, and I'm getting older, and I don't want to go through IBF anymore. So or again, so that's not probably in the cards for me. So she's like, look, do you still want to take it slow, or do you want to go on about your business? Because like either way, it's like this is where I'm at with it. And a lot of people say they think he's a hired actor. He could be like, reality TV is not the reality TV it used to be back in the day. All these motherfuckers set up their storylines as it relates. They all do, because you got to meet with your producer to tell them like what you got to be doing for the season. So it's this is a part of her storyline, and to me they have chemistry, but a lot of people don't see. Now they don't have as much chemistry as Sway, but they do to me have chemistry. And Portia also talks about how she's wife material. Like she's like, look, I know I'm wifey material. I'm that type of person that does want to be partnered with somebody type in a sense. And yeah, she's just taking her sister's advice and dating multiple people and trying to keep it as surface as possible. And honestly, I feel like this is what people should do when you're dating. Do not put all your eggs in one basket, because these motherfuckers be out here playing in your face, okay? Acting as though they want something that they really don't want. That's one thing I'm just tired of as far as in this whole dating scene here. I'm tired of dating niggas. Like I'm just tired. It's the same fatigue. It's like, listen, I'm gonna be dating. I'm not putting all my eggs in one person like that. No, it's like we're gonna play the field. And all right, yeah, may the best motherfucker win. Kelly, Kelly.
I'm so tired, yeah. I'm so tired. I'm really tired.
Now, Kelly, it's way too many different versions of what's going on with you, babes. Kelli is moving out of her home, and she says it's because, not only am I going through a divorce now, but I have this neighbor. And I remember when this went viral as well, when it was, I thought, to my knowledge, it was presented and concluded that the neighbor had to press charges against Kelli. But Kelli is saying this neighbor has harassed her, and now she has to move to protect her kids and her dogs and stuff like that. Now, Kelli tells us that, this is going to be a restart for her. Yeah, yeah. Kelli, what's the real story behind this? Because I don't think it's as much as people be saying Drew and stuff be lying. Though I feel like Kelli is trying to spin the narrative of it. That's why you have certain people in place. Because I see the whole production tricks that you be trying to do when you got your best friend, and sit there, kind of gaslight you and kind of feed you and lead you into the direction of what you need to say for the cameras. Just like when you was in the car and he was like, yeah, sometimes you have to be Beyonce to the bullshit. And then she was talking about when they had a flashback how she had to go to court for the neighbor, and he was like, yeah, just can't be doing that with certain people. I feel like he was like there to help you sell this story that I'm not really believing it. I don't believe it fully. I just don't. Um, but anyway, Kelli is moving out, and she is moving into Shamia's townhome. Shamia lets us know that this was one of the first townhomes, or the first investment properties that she purchased in her marriage, and that's how you do it. Shamia, this shit better be in your name and your name only, hopefully. Um, that's how you do it. I love when people do marriage the right way, especially when there is somebody that is clearly the breadwinner. 16 carriages. I love when people do shit the right way. So y'all always be talking about how y'all want to be behind the gates, right? Y'all want to see luxurious. Y'all want to see spending money. Y'all don't want to see relatable shit. That's what y'all be talking about online. But I notice the ones that hate a certain group on this show always move the line. Always move the line. Because now we see a housewife who is filing for bankruptcy, who is wearing just plain $100 t-shirts in her confessionals, who is now living in the house of somebody else. And don't start that.
Kenya was living in the ghetto. Oh, Kenya was living. Nene was living in Kenya's house when she.
There all these different stories, but y'all said y'all wanted to see luxury, so everybody make an excuse now, because again, you want to go against this group of people, and now y'all are like,
well, at least she has a storyline. At least she's showing us her real life.
Shut up. I don't want to see this broke shit on TV.
The money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Kelli, get out of my face. Get out of my face. Out of my face. This is all me up in here. I don't want to see that. All right, so then we get to Angela and her brother Lawrence. And I'm not about to break this scene down all the way because it pissed me off. The thing about this is this: Angela is still going through this is coming up on the 1-year anniversary of her mom's passing. Listen, prayers. I know that's tough. Yeah, we're gonna get to the fact, because her brother said because he's like, okay, so with all this going on, how is Amari handling it? And how is she helping with the other kids? And Angela's like, well, she needs to tell her siblings that she got married, or at least I don't want the kids to know that she's got married yet. When we see flashback, they was last season, the little boy was already listening on the stairs, and you're on the TV show, they already know, because the brother was like, no, you need to tell your kids, because you need to equip them with all the information that they need to face society, to realize how the world is, because they can go to school with kids that see the show and know that your daughter is married to a woman, but it's rooted in homophobia, Angela. It is. And I don't give a damn what you tweeted talking about. No, I was just hurt that my daughter got married and ran away and got married, and then tell me, no, that was not it. Because if she would have ran away and got married to a man, I'm pretty sure you would have had her introduce her to her siblings so far. But
You're out of it. You're out. I really don't.
As you talking about her new wife, the kids know her as that's her good friend or her best friend or whatever. And you talk about how you're just not ready to tell your kids that, but it all boils down in homophobia. You're mad that your daughter got married to a woman. That's one of the reasons why she didn't tell you that she got married. She told you after the fact because you were not a person that was available for her to talk to in that way because of your homophobia. And like people, y'all need to understand this. Your kids fucking know you. Your kids know you. Like she moved in that way because of that, and you don't want to accept it because we saw last season how you was trying to really Jedi mind trick on some like, well, we talk every day. Why you ain't just tell me? And it's like, girl, y'all be knowing. Parents and parents. Listen, I'm not even fit to get. Look that Angela shit is triggering. That Angela and her daughter stuff is very triggering, very, very, very triggering for me. I'm just not even about to like, because I'm not even about to do all that. Anyway, on to the next. Phaedra and her fuck ass Bob. So we finally see Phaedra in the office. Phaedra lets us know that she is an attorney still, baby. She does litigations. She lets us know that she is still bothered by that iconic read from Cynthia Bailey, "Win a Case."
Bar none. Okay. Win a case. Yeah. Well, honey, you stay out of a case because you got 24 cases in Fulton right now.
Okay. She's like, yes, Cynthia. Yeah, baby. I've won several. Okay. I've won several. But Kelli is here. Phaedra lets us know, hey, we filed the motion. We filed the motion for your husband. And, you know, Kelli lets us know, look, I'm in the red. They're going through a divorce. This restaurant not doing well. You know, I'm living in Shamia's house. You know, I'm in the red. I find it ironic that in Dallas, it was freaking frack or whack. But today it's, hey, frack, I need some legal services. I've always admired you, frack. Yeah, it's giving you need some free services. Be glad, you know, Phaedra is also a master at this game. She knows the game. She lets us know that, look, I had to go through a very tumultuous divorce as well. So the lawyer fees did add up. So I want to do this pro bono for you. And Kelli was like, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you. So that's pretty much the gist of this scene. Again, Kelli is getting free services. This is the Housewives of Atlanta. This is what we watch, and this is what y'all want to see. Y'all want to see real life. Apparently today, yesterday, y'all wanted to see luxury and glamour. So here y'all go. Here y'all go. Kelli is also, listen, again, I don't know this woman. I'm going by on TV. Kelli's also in this latex outfit, and it was like in her confessional, and then it was like you can see, like, because I know when people put on latex, you got to put like baby oil and baby powder and all types of shit to get in there, lube and stuff. You saw all the handprints on like her latex outfit. I was like, my God.
A lot going on.
All right, the ladies then get over. We didn't get a scene with Pinky and her husband. They're going over to Montel Jordan's house. And Montel looks good, you know. Him, yeah, you know, this is how we do it. Wait, hold up, nah. Listen. You can't get that right now. You can't. So yeah, this just a quick scene with this. Again, Pinky is talking about how much of a warrior she wants to be for her husband. She knows her husband can bail her out. But she doesn't want to do that, you know, because it can put them both in an unnecessary financial situation. I think the great message here was always having a support system that really is a champion of your relationship. I did appreciate that. Pinky has definitely brought the star power to the show. I think what we thought K. Michelle was going to do, but she's flopped. She's brought Martell Jordan. She's brought Maury Povich. She brought somebody else. Who else she brought? She brought somebody else. I guess she brought Keisha Lance Bottoms. Like she's looks. she is letting us know that, baby, whoever y'all need, I'm gonna bring them. So shout out to her for that. So yeah, that was pretty much the scene. Montel Jordan's wife told them that this is temporary, and this too they will overcome. So shout out to them for that. So then we get over to Phaedra. Phaedra is picking up Portia from her house. They both look good as fuck. Portia, oh my God. Portia is a bad bitch. Portia looked good then, and Portia looked good at that damn skate party. But listen, this is the theme of the episode. It's a lot of gay lesbian jokes today because once they get in the car, Phaedra like, girl, you got the internet ablaze because again, the story had just came out that Portia is dating both a male and a woman, a man and a woman. But yeah, they're going to Drew's house. Drew is hosting a brunch, and Drew, shout out to you. In the words of the Brooke Ashley on here as well, baby, the spread was spreading. Drew, that's how you host. That is how you host a lunch. Centerpieces, different types of variety of food, cheeses, all kinds of stuff, fruit. Shout out to Drew for that. But then we get the five here. We get Drew, Angela, Cynthia, Phaedra, and Portia, and they're just kind of recapping the events of what's happened. They kind of recap on what happened at the Witch Homie Corn baseball game. Again, they like, yo, yeah, Shamia and Pinky came in hot, tried to mess up my girl's voice. We also get Cynthia. This is where Cynthia then lets Portia know about the bone. She's throwing the bone over to Portia about Shamia talking about the text, and Portia says, I'm not talking about it. Dead sit right there, and that's the end of it. As they're also talking about this is where this is where they unnecessarily shade Notori not in, because Angela, like, they was like, yeah, Pinky's doing this show about her life, and Notori not and is playing her. And then Phaedra was like, oh yeah, I look just like her. And Cynthia like, not in this wig, baby. And then Angela's like, baby, Notori must need a check because, baby, you don't look nothing like Pinky. And then we get a fun moment of fun shade. Drew brings out this rainbow cake, and everybody like, oh, and they're like, yeah, I brought this out for Portia. The funniest part, Phaedra made me cackle several times in this episode. The funniest part was when she, in this moment, I'm about to play it. She was like, hell no. But look, Portia caught the shade and threw it back and was like, baby, I'll only eat this cake if you split it with me. Put it on the fork, fed it to her. It was like, yeah, baby, we both gay. So what you talking about? But yeah, that was a fun moment. But then we get over to the party. We get to the skates party, the 80s skate party, which is Pinky's. It's at Cascade. I was just recently at Cascade last Friday and had a good time. I wish I could skate, y'all. Like, I cannot skate for shit. Like, I can't. Well, I know how to go forward. I don't know how to do like the backward skating and the leg lifts and and the line dances on the skates. I don't know how to do all that. Somebody teach me. Like in private though. I don't want to embarrass myself like K Michelle did in Phaedra. But yeah, we see. Look, this is a moment of support because the women, and that's the scenes they choose to play are so interesting because they had an event prior to where Drew was hosting, and because it's some man that comes here. But anyway, before we get to that, the women are just there to support Angela's, like, she's like the last one there. It's Pinky's event, but they're there to support Angela. Portia gives her a beautiful. Well, I actually didn't like the picture frame, but I guess from where it comes from, it's a beautiful picture frame. But I didn't like that damn. I thought that picture frame was ugly as hell. But anyway,
Nippage.
but anyway, Portia gives Angela a picture frame from Neiman Marcus. Like I said, we saw the moment where Pinky, she was looking for her assistant to bring her the flowers. Drew got her flowers at the event that was earlier that day. She thanks Phaedra for whatever she did. She also thanked, who else is she? I think Shamia. She thanks Shamia. She didn't thank K Michelle and Kelli because look, Kelli like, baby, I only got 50 cents, and K Michelle like, she don't know what the fuck she got going on. She don't know where she at, so she don't know the housewives game yet. But yeah, so they had an event earlier that day, and I guess it was some man named Terry, who the blogs have discovered already dated Nene Leakes. And they invited him to the skate party. He came, so they was laughing about that. But overall, this was a very fun scene. The women had a good time. Again, Phaedra was cracking me up because when she was coming, trying to get on the skating ring, and she was like going down that wall.
Going on? Hell no.
Phaedra is hilarious. Like, she is funny as hell. Yeah, they all look like they had a good time. Portia is bad as fuck. Oh my god, man! Like Portia is just so fucking bad. She said she was channeling Whitney Houston, and she definitely was. Shamia looked good. Kelly looked a fool as expected. Pinky looked good. Pinky looked like Spice to me. Baby, you might need to call Spice and see if Spice can play your ass in a goddamn movie.
Black China was Tiger Pum Pum. Kylie Jenner used PR Pum Pum.
If she willing to shave her head or some shit. Because you look like Spice in that damn wig. I was really thrown the fuck off. But yeah, the ladies just have a good time. This is what we also kind of miss as well, like fun moments like this where it's no drama. They didn't even mention it. Like, look, ain't nobody plotting, ain't nobody scheming. We just having a good time. We going skating, and yeah, that was that. And then just like the last bit of this. I'm not gonna play this game with Dennis and Portia. More so Dennis. Dennis, we see your ass in the blogs and how Ralph now already called your ass out, talking about you helped him with the attorneys and figure out how to get custody of the kids. But Ralph, I mean, Dennis just comes to Portia's house and just plays with her and plays in her face. We know in the past she's asked for the ring back. She mentioned how she didn't gotten the ring back twice from him. He brings the ring back to her and she's like, man, if you don't get out my face with this, like she talks about how this is his third time giving her back this ring and how you are not the drama, you are the trauma. Like you literally are my trauma. And this is just true fuck ninja behavior of when they see you moving on with somebody, how they want to just halt you and stop you, regardless of if these relationships are real or fake with her. Just like I, this is another triggering.
Ooh. Oh. Come on, you there? Am I there? Deteriorated.
Triggering moment in this episode because yeah. And the sad thing is I actually like Dennis and Portia together. I just don't like the games that they play with each other. Yeah, she talks about, look, I be dating these people, and it's almost like he tried to shame her again for dating. When we just see what she's doing on TV, we don't see what you're doing off camera. So, baby, just because I'm on the show and y'all see this, don't mean you not doing what the fuck you doing on your end either. So yeah, that was I don't know I don't know. That's what I'm saying. People just don't like Portia because for you to say Portia doesn't have a storyline, okay, I challenge you to ask at least her storyline. She not look. Okay, I'm not about to do it. I'm not about to do all that. I'm not about to do all that. But yeah, overall, honestly, that was the episode. It was a really good episode. I did enjoy this. I did enjoy the movement of it. I think we need to really get at the reunion and get to the root of this K Michelle issue. And her K Michelle issue is she has trauma with people that are not on the show, and she are trying to punish and blame them for it. Also, Shamia is clearly the puppet master behind you, K Michelle. So I would like to see how you plan on addressing that. Portia, I need for you to also tap on Angela and tap on Phaedra at the reunion because they keep calling you a hoe in the confessionals. Kelli, hopefully this is your last season. Drew, there's that. Phaedra can be demoted to a friend. Pinky, still the MVP. Pinky is definitely a great addition. Yeah, overall, listen, I'm gonna give this episode. This is a really good episode. This is 5 flames for me. Angela, you need to tackle your homophobia that you have. Real bad. Yeah, good episode. So yes, again, don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, let your boy know that you stopped by. Let me know what you would rate this episode down in the comments as well. Drop some flames for your boy. And follow me on social medias. It's on IG, it's JT Lit, JTWELIT. And on TikTok, it's JT Talking Lit. Go follow your boy. I'll follow you back. And yes, I will see y'all same time next week. Peace.